Okay, I'm live on a Friday. It's Karen Lee, brought to you by Karen Lee Love, Instagram and YouTube. How's everybody doing? Give me thumbs up if you're here on YouTube or vice versa on Instagram. Let's send the love. Hope everybody's doing great. And let's see, what do we got going on here today? You were looking for me, Oscar, and here I am. Hello, Tashin. Hello, everyone that's just joining now. Wagner, Wagner County Snake Hunter. Oh my goodness. What's that all about? I once had a dream that snakes were chasing me and I jumped out of bed and hit my head on a lamp. Anyway, thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Hope everyone's having a super day today. I wanted to get this live stream in because, of course, I'm traveling again. I'm in Los Angeles now, but I will be traveling. By the way, there was another little earthquake this morning. I will be traveling to Chicago soon. Anyway, so what's up? Hello to the YouTubers here. Oscar, we already said so much. Jeff, Charles, Chris, Bryson, hello, 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 hello. Is there anybody out there? And so yeah, today I just thought I'd open up to Q&A about anything that you guys wanted to talk about. If there's any questions that you have, feel free to lay them on me, as long as they're not like disgusting and perverted and stupid. Alchemy, my mom needs dating advice from Sex Talk with my mom. Have her, okay, so you guys know that I do a podcast with my son, a comedy podcast called Sex Talk with my mom. We are doing some live interactive podcasts. So you can go on Sex Talk with my mom, go to Castbox. I can put it here so you can see it in the, it's called Castbox. And just subscribe on Castbox and you'll be able to find out the next time we go so you can like interact on the podcast itself if you like that. But yeah, if your mom needs some help, we'd be happy to help her, Alchemy. What does she need help with in particular? All right. Let's see. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of mean people. There we go. See, anybody says rude things, I just get rid of. There's no need to be mean and rude in my book, right? Let's see. Chicago is fantastic. I know it is. All right. I'm just going through the Instagram people real quickly, and then I'm going to go back to YouTube. Hi there, Bruce and Anit and Nitish and Steven and Beautiful White Cat and Minor and Douglas and anybody else I just missed. What age can one become a cougar? A cougar to me is just a mindset. It's a confident person, basically. Confident, older, unique, genuine, assertive, and racy woman. Have you guys seen this book, A Cougar's Guide to Getting Your Ass Back Out There? It's on Amazon. Go ahead and purchase it. It's a book that tells you a little bit about me. It's like semi-autobiographical, and then also about getting back out there again. This would be great for, whose mom was this that needed it? Let's see. I think it was Alchemy, right? Anyway, yes, this would be great for anyone who's wanting to get back out there. And also for men, I'm putting out a book that's going to be called Fuck Games, Date Cougars. And it's going to come out soon. I know I've been talking about it for the last year, but it really is going to come out soon. I'll let you know when that happens. But I think that's the name, Fuck Games, Date Cougars. I couldn't figure out a good name, but I think that's catchy enough. Would that make you guys want to purchase it? If it is, thumbs up or let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe so you know when to go live for these things. But at what age does one become a cougar? I would say you have to be at least 25. Why 25? Because 25 is the age that your brain is fully developed. As a woman, it's great to have experience. And so sometimes I believe that to be the confident, older, unique, genuine, assertive, racy woman, you got to be over 35. But truthfully, it's a mindset and age is a number. So you can be a cougar at any age, really. Or a cougarette. Let's see. Today you're looking very pretty. Love from India. What's your thoughts about the country of India? Please say. My thoughts about the country of India is I've never been there, but everyone I've met that is from India are super smart and funny people and nice people. So I would think about going there one day. I'm concerned that they said it's getting really hot in some parts of India. So that's my concern for people that live there. But what do you think about that? Let's see. You'd like to see me in Chicago, Stephen. So I am going there for a specific purpose because my father is very ill. So I'll be taking care of a very sick dad. You're so hot, it's ridiculous. Cougars are amazing. Will never date a younger woman again. John, thank you for saying that. Why are you saying that you'd never date a younger woman again? And put that in the comment section, because when I see those comments and stories and tales from like the Cougar land, that's what I should call it. Tales from Cougar land. Oh my God, I may have to write that down right now. Tales from Cougar land. I love that. See, I really do listen to you guys. I write down all my notes here. So I'm going to write that one down. Tales from Cougarland. I don't know if I like that better than fucking date cougars, but whatever. Okay, so what was the question? Why wouldn't you date? Why wouldn't John date younger women again? Let's see. What are the benefits of dating older women? Paintwork by Junior. Okay, so again, this will be highlighted in my book. It's highlighted every time I do a live stream. But the main benefit is the experience that an older woman has in all aspects of life, not just the bedroom. I'm talking, you can learn so much from someone who's gone through different life passages, who's had kids, who's had different careers, who've had different friendships and relationships, has tried different things. And of course, sexually, there's a definite but the main thing also is, when I think of why you want to date someone older, it's that it's kind of like a real good relationship between a younger person who's not really maybe wanting to get into a heavy duty like marriage or long-term relationship and just wants something more casual. And same thing with an older woman who doesn't really want to get into a long heavy duty relationship where she's going to be then married again or a wife again. So that's another reason I think it works. Let's see. Need some advice. My mother's friend is hitting on me. Should I flirt back? Charles. I get that question. I'm going to have to put this on. What about the mother's friends thing? Okay. As this goes along with the same thing as if you're flirting at work. Everything in life has consequences. So if you are dating someone and you're flirting with someone who's older and she lives next door and it's your mom's friend and then you break up, what's going to happen? Are you going to suffer consequences? It's going to be awkward every time you're walking down your street if you're next door to her. If you are at work and you get fired because of it, you just have to think about, if you do this, what will happen? Because it ultimately probably will break up at some point. Have you ever been to a Cougar and Cub event at a nightclub? Not a formal one. I haven't been to. I was at one. It's not a big thing for me. Also because I'm in a long-term relationship with my boyfriend. Claudine Housespeed loves cougars. How old am I? Old enough. I'm getting that book, Alex. Great. Let's see. Would you care if Cam jerk offed on the show? I don't know why I even read this out loud, but why would you ask such a stupid question? What the hell? I mean, would you walk up to someone on the street and say something that dumb? You're not even a guy and you'd buy that, Devin Suarez? I hope that girls will buy it too, because it'll also demonstrate in my fuck games, date cougars, it also demonstrates to women why it's a good thing and why are older women attracted to the younger guys. Mr. Bean, I'll wave at you. Let's see. I love pizza and cocaine. Thank you, Living Dead Meth Zombie. All right, let's get stop annoying me, Claire, or whatever. I'm gonna have to. I already banned one person today. I'm not banning another one. I'm not gonna send anybody my WhatsApp. Okay. I love cougars because they know what they're doing. There you go. That's it. That's one of the reasons people love cougars. Let's see. Is there an event for podcasters kind of like a VidCon? Yes. It's called the Podcast Movement, but I'm not going to be there this year. Mainly, I'm not going to podcast movement because we volunteered to speak there and they said we're too racy. Okay. Seriously? That's the reason we do the podcast, is to open up the boundaries. Let's see. I'm going to answer some questions on, let's see. Please tell me about your family and personal life. Okay, family. I have 3 kids. I live in Los Angeles with my boyfriend of 11 years. I've hosted this YouTube channel since 2012, and I also host a podcast called Sex Talk with my mom since in the last 4 years. Track all above 40 years, lady, date everything if that did that good. Hydra loves older women. Why? Let's see. Sex toys, good or bad for girls? Track all. Okay, let's talk about sex toys. Let's talk about sex toys, baby. Let's talk about. Okay, I totally believe in sex toys. I think they add so much spice to a relationship, so much. They make masturbating so much more pleasurable for women. I see nothing wrong with them. There's crazy. I mean, the mindset from some men that, oh, if you have to use sex toys, there's something wrong, is not true. And it's like any other enhancement, like adding definitely flavored lubes or watching porn or using sex toys or any other things that make your sex more enjoyable or more original. All those things are good. It also makes you more, if you're using a sex toy, it will maybe make your orgasm better while you're having sex together. There's so many good reasons to use sex toys. Does that help you track all? If my wife, mom, she wanted it. I don't know what that means. Is it normal to get attracted to your mom? If she's hot? It's not about normal. I'm not into the whole incest thing, so I'm not one to talk about that. It's not my thing. I think that it has to be. It's a moral decision. That to me is disgusting. I'm sorry. I'm not attracted to my father, and I don't want my son to be attracted to me. So I hope that answers that question. I'm trying to be open-minded, but I'm not really on that aspect. Do you think cougars are ready for sex much easier than teenagers? Oh yeah, 100%. Cougars are much more adventuresome and knowledgeable in the bedroom because obviously we've done so much more. And can you, let's see, where was I here? I don't know why we keep getting the same questions. Are my stories that I DM you making it to your book? No, don't DM me. Send it to my email. Hi, Mr. Bean. Karen Leepotter@gmail.com. Okay, send stories there. Do not send them to DMs because sometimes the DMs get lost. Is your mom married? My mom? My mom is married, yes. Let's see. Some of these people in here, I do not know what language you're speaking. I'm into older women, 45 to 65 range, because I am older than them. Okay, cool. Let's see, this guy's got to be banned. Ugh, it takes so much time to start. So if you're gonna write like perverted, weird shit, don't do it because it takes me time to go away from my live stream to ban you. Let's see. Go back. Okay, Bryson, Karen, go back up. A woman named Geraldine asked you a question. Ah, thank you there, Bryson. That's very helpful to me. Let's see, Geraldine. Oh man, I gotta go way up there. What are the benefits of dating older women? We talked about Geraldine. Oh, here we go. I just turned 66 and have been chased by a 37-year-old man. Can this work? We are very compatible. 100% that can work. Why not? I mean, at that age, it's not 37. It's a man already. That's not like a guy in their late teens or early 20s. And you at 66 are still a vibrant woman. So Geraldine, absolutely, that will be a viable relationship. Yes, especially if you are very compatible, as you say. Why would you think? What are your concerns other than the number? Let's see. My favorite, I love using my tongue. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can. I'm sorry, I've got to take my time to do this, but it's just getting annoying to see these pervy stuff in my stream here. Stories that you're allowed to send, Devin Suarez. I wanted to learn about if you have had any good or bad experiences with older women, or if you're an older woman and had good experiences or bad experiences with younger men, put them in the comment section, or because I use them anonymously in my book, or send me at KarenLeePotter@gmail.com, Poter. And you can find all that on my website or right here. Just subscribe here on YouTube or Instagram. You'll find it. But yeah, I would love to hear from you guys if you've had some good experiences, especially with older women, younger men relationships. Let's see. Good thing when you sleep with an older woman is that she will always be willing to tell you what they want. That's exactly why I say fuck games. Go on. And what they wanted you to do to her in sex. And that makes sex much better for me because that makes me feel sure that, let's see, she enjoyed it. So, in other words, what you're saying so much is when you're with an older woman, you know that she's liking or disliking something because she's not going to play games and make you try to do a mind reading contest. Okay, she's going to tell you, I like this, I don't like that. This is where this is, and this is what I like being done with it, and I don't like it when you do this, this, and this. So, it's a much, in other words, older women, younger men communicate better than two young people that are, I'm insecure. I'm afraid to tell you what I like and don't like, or what maybe a younger girl doesn't even know what she likes. Because when I was young, I didn't know what I like. I just knew I knew I was horny, but I didn't know how the whole system worked and how sex worked because I hadn't had enough experience with, you just don't have the life experiences or the sexual experiences. Ryan, I've been great. Thank you for asking. Let's see. Bryson, why did you like that question from Geraldine? Where do I meet an older lady? I'm 22. You gotta try to think to yourself, where are older women gonna hang out? Older women hang out in like really upscale restaurants or bars where, at least I do. I don't want to go to like a young place where there's a lot of rave parties or we can't even talk. So I know there's a lot of places in bigger cities. Mark says he's single in New York City looking for a cougar. There's definitely cougars in New York City. What about the STIs or STDs while using your tongue? What? You want to go into that right now? There are things you can do. There's dental dams and all that kind of stuff. My favorite thing is using your tongue. Okay, thank you for sharing that. It is a good thing to do that. Let's see, would you date a nice black guy? I am currently in a long-term relationship, so I won't date any, no matter what color your skin is. Here we go with I look like Sarah J's younger sister. I don't see that at all, but okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm just trying to scoot through these things to find. Let's see. CK85, looking for an older woman. May take time when you go out in the real world, like a bar from Sturgis, which is my motorcycle town, for hot girls, in my opinion. Okay, take your time and find someone. I am Bryson. Thank you. I was getting tired of the same questions. Yes. I love you too there. Haija. Kelly 420. My wife, 60 years age, something mom wants to I can tell. Okay. I'm not sure what that means, but when you're 60, do they still get wet? Yes. 60-year-olds still get wet. Bean, just watch out for narcissistic women looking for a sugar daddy. Okay. There's definitely that. It's one of the reasons I think it works better to have the older woman, younger man, because she's not looking to be a sugar mama. She's just looking at fun. Sometimes there are women that are my age group that are looking for older men just to have them take care of them. I don't think that ever works. So I think it's a bad idea, but listen, there are women out there that are gold diggers. Ask her how to approach an older woman who you are attracted to. I mean, will they be more open or not? And I mean, again, I can't speak for all older women, but I've noticed that if it's a numbers game, and if you walk up to a number of older women, one of them is going to be interested in you. It's very flattering for an older woman to have a younger guy approach her. Even, I mean, sorry, excuse me. When it comes to approaching an older woman, just don't focus on, oh, you got nice tits, or something superficial from her looks. Try to get into a little bit deeper, a little bit more, even if it's, uh, do you come here often, or if you just talk about your surroundings, what's on TV, even if it's something like that, it's much better than if you just go, oh, you have a nice ass. Do you believe in love at first sight? That's such a good question. 23, Cougar 23. I think it can happen. I think people can fall in. I wouldn't say love at first sight, because that's kind of impossible. You don't know the other person, so how do you know if you love them? But I think you can find that lust at first sight. Okay, so I wouldn't say it's not possible to kind of have this like connection that you feel like is transcends something deeper than you've ever had before. But I do think you really need to get to know the person to know if you're in love with them or not. So I don't know if that I don't know if that answered that question. What do you guys think? Do you believe in love at first sight? Anit, how to convince older women for sex? First of all, Anit, I think you need to be at least friends with an older woman, or just at least have a communication and conversation with her where you're comfortable enough to talk. You can't just assume she's going to be like, oh, you're a younger guy, let's have sex. Unless it's like she's on Tinder and she just says, I'm looking for sex. I mean, you might find that. I've never been in that kind of relationship before, where I just like walked up to some guy and goes, let's have sex. That you need to at least have some sort of conversation. So it's not how to convince old women for sex. It's have a relationship with a woman so that she knows that she's safe with you, and that that's something that both of you guys are into. Greetings. I am new to this channel, and I'm learning, I think. Is there anything wrong with me because I strongly prefer women that are within 10 years of my age? No, there's nothing wrong with you at all, Jim. I mean, why would there be something wrong with you? Are you saying because you're not attracted to older women? Someone who's 10 years older than you is, in my opinion, very easily called a cougar. Let's see. Let's see. Where was I? Know I had some questions here that I was trying to answer. Hurt Locker. Great. Good to see you. Do you think it's not okay to sleep with older, but what did that say there? Older but married women, or should I just go for it without caring? Tina, that goes along with the, what do I do if I'm attracted to my mom's best friend? What do I do if I'm attracted to someone that's a coworker? What do I do if I'm attracted to a married woman? My opinion, I'd stay away from that slippery slope. Not all those things. I'm just saying you need to think about consequences. There's always a consequence for your action. If you sleep with a married woman, you can get in a lot of trouble with her husband, knowing that you're with someone who is being deceitful. Just be careful, but no judgment. Hi, Eric. Oh, Eric is saying, as far as like when the guy said, how do I convince an older woman to sleep with me? He's saying it's not about, you're not looking to convince, you're looking to connect with the person mentally and physically. But it's really important that you treat the person with respect and intelligence, humor. How is the relationship you're thinking about sex between older women and younger? How the relationship you're thinking about sex between older women and younger? It's a good relationship. I think that if that's what you're asking, I'm not sure what you're asking there. JJJ. I'm just going to spell it out because I'm not sure what these things mean. Hello, you give great advice. Thank you, George. Georgetown native there. What do you think about the men? It's always thinking in sex. What do I think about men that are always thinking about sex? I think it's normal, especially at certain ages, like young guys in their early 20s or whatever, or going up the ladder. They're always thinking about sex. Your hormones are saying, think about sex, think about sex. And by the way, women are also thinking about sex, thinking about sex. So what do I think about it? I think it's normal. Don't think there's anything wrong with that. So my ex and me got back together only to break up again. Okay, so Hurt Locker, Dr. Phil, I remember seeing this years ago. He said to a couple that was divorced and then they got back together and they divorced. He's like, what changed? If you broke up, there's probably a reason you broke up. And if you know what that reason is, you should either go to therapy together to try to work on it if it's worthwhile, or just to say, let's let it go, let's be friends and move on. But I'm sorry to hear that. Breaking up and getting back together, it's very like a roller coaster of emotions. I'm sure it's difficult. Let's see. Can a 6-year-old get pregnant? Most likely not. Usually people go through menopause in their 50s, or 40s, late 40s, 50s. Usually by 60, she's probably not fertile. Let's see. You wish you could connect more, Hurt Locker? You will. Just give it some time. So much. Guys, I can tell you I was so scared to say something to my sexy, beautiful neighbor, but when I got little courage, that led me to the best experience in my life so far. I'm 19 and she's 43. Just be brave. Okay, so that answers the question about should you have sex with your neighbor. Hello, the Jordan Dolphins, something. There is nothing wrong with thinking about sex. It's normal and natural and needed for our survival as a species. My question, was your best sexual experience with Black men? My best sexual experience, I've had a lot of great sexual experience. I can't say necessarily that it's been with a Black man. It's just, I've had a lot of good experiences. And I hope to continue. Let's see. Where am I? I'm going to be ending this live stream soon. So if you've got your questions, throw them at me. Once again, we're doing some really cool stuff on my podcast, Sex Talk with My Mom. Go to iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sex Talk with My Mom. I'm obviously the mom. I do this with my comedian son. It's very funny. Let's see if I'm going to show these people on Instagram. Yeah, let's see if I can show you on Instagram. Oh, I have questions here. Sorry. Why? Okay, the questions are stupid. Never mind. Let's see. Let's see if I can figure out a way to get you guys to see this. There it is. Okay, so that's Sex Talk with My Mom on Instagram. If you guys can see that, you can watch it. It's basically my son, who is a mime, he's a comedian, and myself as a cougar. Let's see if I can turn it around so that you guys can see this. I don't know if you guys can see it. Hold on. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to get you guys to see this. There you go. Now you guys hopefully are able to see that. That's Sex Talk with My Mom, our logo. And if you want to go to the YouTube channel or podcast, go for it. Let's see. How do older women see it when a younger man about the son's age approach her? I mean, what do they think? Does she feel bad, offended, or happy that a younger man is asking her? Does it depend on the looks of a young man? Nothing depends on looks, okay? It's all about confidence. So if a younger guy has confidence and he approaches an older woman, I mean, I'm going to tell you that she may pretend to reject you, but she's going to be flattered nonetheless. So don't worry, because I always think to myself, it's still a compliment, even if it comes from the most disgusting person on earth. It's still a compliment. I mean, in your mind, what you consider to be not attractive, someone else may consider to be attractive. So don't worry about looks when you're approaching an older woman. What you should worry about is how you approach her and the respect that you're giving her. And understand that if the one person that you approach rejects you, that doesn't mean everybody's going to reject you. It just means that one person rejects you. I can talk to you again about this concept of fear of rejection, but mostly I want to tell you that it's a matter of, just realizing that the 4 agreements, always be impeccable to your word. Don't assume anything. Don't take anything personally, and always do your best. But no, don't take anything personally. You can't take it personally if you go up to some older woman and she rejects you, because the next person may say, hey, I'm into it. So just go ahead and put yourself out there. Do that 5-second rule where 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, act on it. You prefer a saloon. Okay. Meeting older women by go to a speakeasy and a Latin dance place. Yeah, Ryan, those are great suggestions. I hope that you guys will go on the comment section below on YouTube and just fill that out. I'm going to use your comments without your names in my book. How many inches do you consider small? Oh my God, Kelly, 420. What the hell? A rare profile shot. You got a profile shot. Let's see. What is your bra size? Come on. All right, I'm gonna have to go. Who else loves to nestle their nose in older women's monsters? Okay, enough, Eric. Jeez. Oh my God. How was my day going? It was going good until I got all the pervs that decided to come on at the last minute here and say stupid things. Oh, you're jealous that I had so many memorable experiences, Cheryl? Cheryl, you can have memorable experiences too. There's no one stopping anybody from having memorable experiences. The only person stopping you from having a great experience is you. You know, make it your full-time job to have great experiences. Life is too short. And I'll answer the too small question with Nina Hartley, my friend who's a porn star and a sex educator, would say, if she can get someone off with her pinky finger, you can get someone off with whatever size dick you have. I hope that helps you get over that hump. And by the way, I just interviewed someone who said she prefers small dicks. So listen to Tristan Taormino. She is on our latest podcast, Sex Talk with My Mom. Go there, listen to it. You will crack up and you will learn a lot about anal sex and all different types of sex from Tristan Taormino. Let's see. Do you have as good of a relationship with your other kids as with Cam? Emma, good question. I feel like I have a very good relationship with all three of my kids. My kids are the most important things in my life. So that being said, yes, I feel like I have a unique relationship to all three of my kids. It's just that Cam and I talk more openly about sex than the other ones because of the fact that that's our job. We are doing a podcast called Sex Talk with My Mom. So anyway, that's all for now. I'm going to move on for the rest of my day. Got to get going. Hope that all these questions that you have were answered. But if they're not, please put them down in the comment section below. Or don't DM me. Just go to YouTube and put them there. If you've got a story, go to KarenLeePotter at gmail.com and send the story. Don't worry, I would never use your name, but I would love to include you in my book. And I know that there's so many more things. I'll answer one more thing here. Actually, I've been rejected by an older woman. When I approached her, she did not answer me and gave me a weird look and walked away. So I don't know what I did wrong and what I should do. I really like older women and younger women, but they don't know how to approach. Okay, so, I mean, you're going to have to read my book. It's a whole chapter on how to approach older women. There's so many videos that I put out here on how to approach older women. So look those up on YouTube. And I think you'll find your answers there. I don't have time right now to go into it. Here's so much says, first thing I say was simple, that she looks beautiful and that it took time it took to look to me. She don't look happy for me saying that, but later she approached to me and she asked me about that. Okay. And that's how it started. So yeah, even if you are rejected, she might come back to you later on and say, hey, I'm really into, I'm into talking about something to you. I remember getting real involved in conversations with guys that I never would go, like, even think about dating or going out with, but they talked to me about new music that they knew, alternative music, and they were talking for a while about something I was passionate about, and we had a connection, like I think Eric was saying. Actually, your advice helped me interact with women client in a businessman. I'm a businessman. Oh, I'm so glad. He. What particular advice are you referring to? I got a pretty juicy story when I hooked up with my friend's mom in high school. I'll be emailing me. Oh, thank you, Charlie. I'd appreciate that. We're not going to talk about penis size again. That's silly stuff. I'm so tired of it. Go look at my videos. And that's it. Okay, you guys, I love you all. I will hopefully see you this week coming up. If I don't, it's because I'm going to Chicago and I'm taking care of my sick dad. So your thoughts and prayers, thank you very much for everybody who have emailed me and messaged me about that. I really thank you so much for thinking about me, and I will talk to you all later. Yeah. Can you send me your Gmail in a link in a chat? I'm going to write it right here. This is, let's see here. This is my Gmail, Karen Lee Coulter at gmail.com, and send. And let's see. And here is the same here. Okay. Gmail.com. Okay. Hopefully this helped you guys. I wrote Hmail. Okay. So yeah, if you email me your stories, I will definitely put them. I'm not definitely put them, but I'll try to put them in the book in some place so that everybody can hear your success and why you like older women. That's it.